Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're out here and we're messing around with this Challenger again. I'm cleaning it out, getting some of this trash out so we can kind of assess the floors. They look pretty soft all the way through. I've got the front cleaned out. They are pretty much non-existent. And then I got back here to the back and they are pretty soft back here too. So we're gonna finish cleaning all this trash out, and I'm gonna work on getting that door open so I can get them seats out and check that side. And I'm gonna take a shot back, get all this junk out so we can kind of really see what's going on in here. So come along with me. We'll get this cleaned out, and we'll kind of assess the floors and see what we got. I found quite a bit of rust in different places, but nothing I don't think I can't fix. It's nothing structural. Well, I guess the floors are kind of structural, but it's the frames and everything seem to be okay. So let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned out, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I did manage to get this door open, this passenger side door. I got it open. This latch assembly is stuck. I just filled it full of PB Blaster, and then I actually crawled through and rolled the window down, and then I hit it with a hammer and it right here until I got it to pop open gently. But this side is now open, so I can get these seats out of here and get this other junk out of here, and start cleaning these floors out to see what kind of damage there is. There's a huge rust hole over there. There's a pretty good size one right here. This side is got a big hole I can see. So underneath this car is pretty rusty, which I kind of expected. Nothing that I didn't expect. Alrighty, let's get these seats out of here and we'll start vacuuming. Alright, so I got these seats out, and this is the passenger side, and it's actually in decent shape considering how long it's set. I mean, of course it needs to be recovered, but the cushion feels like it's okay. I mean, it's kind of dry, but it's not terrible. The driver's side is not so fortunate. It was sitting underneath the firewall, and it's pretty rusted underneath here. It's pretty crunchy. So I'd say then we're gonna have to be hopefully it's not rusted through, but I can just take the vinyl off and clean it, and I'll probably have to repad it because there's the padding is pretty soft, or flaky, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so I'm gonna get these put up, and then we'll get back to cleaning on the floors. Alrighty, so I'm back. I've got the back seat out of it, and I got everything cleaned out, all the parts and stuff. So I got the shop vac hooked up. I'm just gonna go ahead and start cleaning it out, getting all this out of here. I found some more rust under the rear seat right there. The hump looks good though. That's a good thing. I can just do patch panels. I do believe on this one I'm gonna do it different than I did my Dart. If you go back and look at the videos of the Dart, I just cut out sheet metal out of an old hood and shaped it with a hammer and welded it in. I think with this one I'm actually gonna buy the panels. I'll buy the whole floor. I don't know if I'll buy the whole floor, but I'll probably do the two halves that go all the way to the front to the back. And then back here I might just make something. I'll get it get this thing vacuumed out real quick, and we'll see how bad it is back here, and I'll kind of make a decision based on that. It's starting to rain again a little bit, so I'm gonna have to hurry up and get this done, or I'm gonna get rain delayed. Alright, I'll be right back. Hey, alright, so it is the next day. I got rained out. I was vacuuming out here, and got started pouring down rain, so I just put everything up. But it is the next day, and I finished vacuuming this thing out, and I'll show you what we found. All right, so this floor is gone, which we already knew that. The back is not much better. It's pretty thin, so all this is gonna have to be replaced. And then underneath the seat, that's underneath the back seat, it's pretty bad on both sides. Back floor here, and then over there, the passenger side floor is pretty bad. Luckily, behind the seat is pretty solid. All this looks pretty good. We'll go to the trunk. So for the most part, the trunk is pretty solid. The sides over here are really good. Around the wheel wells, the humps are really good on both sides. And then right here in the middle, it's thin right here, so I'm just gonna cut out. I'll probably start about over here and cut out right here and replace this. And then right here is pretty bad. I'll have to cut this out somehow and patch that. Depending on how much it costs, I might end up just buying a trunk floor and replacing the whole thing. If I can find just a piece of like the center section of the trunk, I guess I could just buy the whole thing and just cut out what I need. I don't really want to place it behind the, over here behind the quarters, because it's fine, it doesn't need it. But I don't want to cut out more than I need to, so I'd like to leave as much original metal as I can. I might end up, I don't know, we'll have to look at prices and we'll see how much the trunk costs, and might end up replacing it. The deck lid up here is really rusty, so I probably will end up replacing just that whole deck lid. I mean, it needs to be patched all the way over to here, and then up here as well. And I don't know if I have the skill set to make that and make it look good, so I may end up just replacing the whole deck lid. Here's the other trouble area. It's hard to see. Ooh, got a spider web. But is right here behind the dash. Up in there is right underneath that inner cowl is pretty rotted. So I'm gonna have to pull this dash out and replace all that. I found the firewall's got some rust in it too. Right here, and then right there beside the master cylinder is pretty rotted out, but this over here is pretty solid. It's getting thin right here, and then there's a rust hole right here too. Yeah, it's pretty thin right there. So I don't know if I will. I'll probably end up making some patch panels for this. This is so rotted because this was all open up here, and water just set down in here, which rotted this out. I can't really get to that, and of course that's rotted as well, which we've already knew about that. Let's see if I can't find the rust under here to show you. Right there, you can see if it'll focus. My camera is not focusing at all today. But I don't know if you can see it or not, but right there, oh, that's rotted out pretty bad behind that dash. So I'm going to have to pull this dash frame out and address that first. That'll probably be the first thing I do. I might do the floors first, I'm not sure yet. But we do have some rust issues to fix on this thing. And that'll probably be the first thing I start on, is the rust issues. I'll get all the rust stuff, and then once I get all that fixed, we will move to safety equipment, brakes, steering, make sure all the bushings and everything, all that's replaced. There's no shocks in it. The leaf springs look pretty bad, so I'll have to replace those. Luckily it does have the shock plates. It's 8 3/4 in. Those are pretty hard to find, I think. So luckily we have the shock plates. I just have to replace the shocks. I haven't got up under it yet to check the top shock tower, so I don't know if it's rotted out, but that's what we'll start with. We'll start with all this rust repair. I gotta find something, start looking for some panels, see how much it's gonna cost. But first thing we're gonna do is pull this dash out and work on this firewall and get it nice, and then we'll move to the force. Alrighty, so that's gonna wrap this video up. I just kind of wanted to show you the condition of the Challenger after we got all the dirt and 30 years of leaves and crap out of it and get it cleaned out. Got everything out of it, everything that was in here put up, and what I could keep and use I got put up, what I couldn't I got rid of. But it's gonna be a fun project, so y'all keep watching, like, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see with this car, what you want to see me do with it. All right, see you next time.